All right, so in this video, we will be discussing the concept of the new normal. All right, so what the new normal teaches you is detachment. What the new normal concept teaches you is acceptance, listening to your instincts, and using your discernment, right? So I'm going to let this room fill up a little bit. In the meantime, I want to shout out my sponsor. Now, I'm not going to be installing this wig in this video, but I just wanted to show the wig on camera and show you guys what's to come. So we have Hermosa, Montel Jackson. Hey. Hey, you guys. Kalia. Hey. All right. So this is from Hermosa. And they sent me a 22. Only a 22? Looks smaller than that. Looks like a 28. But this is a 22 curly unit. I cannot wait to put this wig on, y'all. I can't wait for it. Because I've been waiting on some highlights for a minute now. I've been having black hair back to back to back to back. And even though this is still dark, but, you know, it's still getting me a little bit, you know, used to some highlights. So this is actually it's not even one of the 4C natural hairlines. It's kind of like a deep wave, kind of curly hairline. And every time I get a wig with the 4C or natural hairline, I always straighten it out because I just be too... I don't be want to try new things, but I think I'm going to try it with this wig because it looks really cute. So once again, thank you so much, Hermosa, for this unit that I'm going to be probably putting on probably later this week or next week. And, you know, I'm going to record the install and upload that for y'all. So before we get into this video, I really want to just put some curls on my head real quick. Kalia said, yes, the highlight with the curls are definitely it. Yes, those curls are really cute. And it doesn't look too curly. Like, it looks like when it gets wet, it'll be like a loose wave or like a water wave or whatever. So this is the hot comb from galaxygirlhair.com. And I'm just going to do a couple curls on my head before I begin this video because my hair is very much limp right now. It's very much limp and I can't take it. So yeah. So I'm just going to take this and just rotate it and just pull it down real slow. Now the wig that I have on, if y'all are interested, this is from Icy Hair. Just pulling that down. Oh. Okay. Yes, this wig is from Icy Hair. And this is like a 9x6 wig, meaning the hair, the lace goes like here to here, but it's still glueless. So I don't have any sideburns on this wig. It just goes straight behind my ear. So, yep. Okay, so to do these curls, I'm basically just taking the hair and I'm curling it backwards. I'm just gonna pull it down, just real slow. Okay, I'm just gonna try to do one big one just so I can get the ends curled. Then we're gonna go on to the other side. So I don't know if y'all were here about 2 days ago when oh wait, no, I didn't cut this wig on live. Sorry, I'm tripping. I cut it on camera, but I didn't cut it on live. But I did these really cute high layers in my wig that kind of gave me these curtain bang effects, and ooh, came out really, really cute. So I'm gonna just put a pin right here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so basically the way I got these curls in these layers, first I cut my bang. Well, you know, I point cut it. I point cut it. I point cut my bang, and then when I did my layers, I started them at the bang. You know, normally when you do layers, you just start like under your chin or maybe at your mouth, but I started the layers all the way from the bang going down, so it created this curtain effect. So I'm gonna do this side real quick. Ooh. Y'all, this bang has really been getting in my eye since I did this hairstyle on myself. But I just love long bangs. Like, if it's not like halfway in my eyeball, like it ain't right. Okay. Okay, so anyways, I went to the movies the other day and I saw Wicked. And it was so freaking good. Like, I knew it was gonna be good because I love Ariana Grande as an actor. But I really did not know it was gonna be that good, y'all. And the best thing about it, we went to a showing at Atlantic Station in Atlanta, and we saw the 4D show, which I didn't even know existed. So basically, it's not only 3D where you have to, you know, watch the movie with your glasses, like, you know, 3D glasses, but the seats move. The seats move like almost like a roller coaster. And whenever there's like water in the movie, like you get that real sensation, like they'll like actually splash you with water in the movie theater. And it was just a very interesting experience. And there was a scene in the movie where Alphaba was, when she finally like gained her flying powers, you know, with the broom and stuff, and she was falling down the building or whatever, and the seats were like, whoa! Yeah, I was like, holy snap. I was like, whoa, like some things out, some moments I was not ready for, because y'all, I don't know if y'all have 4D movie theaters or if some movie theaters are offering that in y'all city, but you should definitely find out, because that was a very interesting experience. Oh, wait, hold on. Something is not right here. I did not like how that fell. Also, you know, I've watched The Wizard of Oz plenty times when I was growing up, but I guess I never realized that the witches actually had names. So I used to just call them, you know, the Wicked Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever. Or the Good Witch or whatever, you know, I guess she was known as, which I'm realizing now that I don't even remember. But yeah, like I didn't know the pink fairy or whatever, I didn't know her name was Glinda. Like I didn't realize that, or maybe I just forgot or something. But when they first like named like the characters, or not named them, but when they was talking about the characters and they, you know, mentioned the witch as Glinda, I was like, oh, Glinda. I was was like so confused. I did not know what they were talking about. But yeah, and then the Wicked Witch of the West, the green lady, who knew her name was Alphaba? Did y'all know that? No, seriously, did y'all know that? Because I did not know that. Like, did anyone even call her Alphaba in The Wizard of Oz? I don't think I even heard her name one time. Okay. Okay. The sides don't look the same, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, so once again, this unit is from Icy Hair, and this is their Yaki Straight texture. So you know how Yaki hair is just really big and voluminous. This still has that texture that, like, you know, they call it that fresh perm texture or whatever. Dang, how did I just completely not make these look the same? Interesting. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, so the texture is Yaki Straight. So it still has that a little bit of that texture to it, you know, that gives natural hair or like flat ironed hair, fresh, relaxed, you know, 4C hair. But it's a little bit straighter than Yaki hair, so it's not as big. So it's still straight, but it's not like Indian straight, you know. Okay. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the new normal, okay? So what the new normal is basically you accepting things for what they are now and not what they used to be, all right? Hey, CJ, back on it again. Yes, we are. Do the notifications for you going live come through the text? Because I didn't get anything saying you were going live. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I definitely forgot to send. I forgot to send the notifications because I wasn't going live at, you know, 8 o'clock or, you know, the time that I was thinking that I was going to go live. So I was just like, you know what? Whoever catches me, catches me. So I'm glad you caught me because we here. Okay, we here. But yes, I definitely should. Okay, whenever I go live, send out the text messages. Y'all, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm slipping. But yes, so with this topic, we are getting into the new normal. Accepting things for what they are right now. Accepting things for what they are currently rather than what they used to be or what they should be, right? What they were supposed to be. So these situations include the dynamics that you have with certain people in your life. Let's say you have a friend or a family member that you've known for years and years, decades, right? And when you and this friend were younger, y'all were super close. Y'all could finish each other's sentences. You know, y'all fought for each other. Y'all just knew each other like the back of y'all hands. Y'all had chemistry. Y'all did everything together. Y'all experienced so much together. But as you got older and as things started to change in each of your lives, you know, the dynamic that you once had is a thing of the past, right? The dynamic that you once had is not how it feels today. You know, let's say this person shows signs of like weird energy, you know, they throw little innuendos, they don't support you anymore, they are never complimenting you, they would rather nitpick at you, you know, as a form of their love language. And I don't care what nobody says, if your form of If your love language is abusive, verbally abusive, if it's mentally abusive, I don't care how well you think you know somebody. I don't care how well you think you know anybody. If it's negative and if it's not uplifting, nobody needs that. Okay. Just because you show your love by, nitpicking at your friends and nitpicking at your cousins or whatever, and you're always saying something sarcastic or you're always saying something low-key negative, like, okay, that's not a healthy way of showing your love, and that doesn't create healthy dynamics, right? So um if someone that you used to hang with, or someone that you believe, over time they just became weird, and they just keep on getting weirder and weirder, you just have to accept the new normal. The new normal, what it is now, not what it used to be, not what it should be, right? Not what it has the potential to be. Because sometimes you just have to understand and just accept the fact that everyone is on their own journey, right? It's not even their fault that they're projecting on you, or they're acting weird, or maybe they're insecure. So it's just coming out in weird ways, that they don't even notice. It's happening subconsciously. Like, sometimes people are just going on a different journey, they're taking a different route, and you may have learned something that they haven't learned yet. Same way they've learned things in life that you haven't got to yet, or you haven't mastered yet. It's just that sometimes when you and someone have too many unalignments, sometimes it's just best to let it go, right? Let it go. Because when you try to hang on to these relationships and you try to save these dynamics because you love this person so much and you feel so loyal to them, so it's like you'll take their flaws, or you'll just write it off as, they're just being them, and you try to salvage the relationship, the more and more tension builds up, and the more and more resentment. Because sometimes when people are acting weird, when people are acting funny, and you can't think of a solid reason why they're acting weird and they're acting funny, and let's say, you've brought it up before, or y'all have had deep conversations before and they've never mentioned anything, but then other times they just randomly like throw innuendos, or you find out that they were talking about you behind your back, or they always had the tea on you. It's like when there's just too many weird things going on, just accept the fact that this is what the dynamic is today. This is what it is now. And even though I can't really wrap my head around how we even got here, even though I can't even wrap my brain around how we even got here, you know what? A lot of time has passed. It seems to be getting worse, and I'm just gonna dip out. I'm just gonna fall back. Okay? So, yes, the new normal is accepting things for what they are right now, not what they were, not what they could be, not what they should be. All right? So, if you have any experiences or any, times in your life where you had no idea how you and a friend got to this dynamic, but it's really messy or it's really weird, let me know in the comments. And it took you specifically, it took you a long time to accept it, right? And you've tried to salvage the relationship, or you tried to stay loyal, you tried to still be there, but as time went by, from the time you noticed it first, it only got worse. Let me know if you've had experiences like that, and what happened, and who was it with, right? And if y'all, when you finally distance yourself, did it actually happen that way? Like, did you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna fall back and it's not gonna be no beef? Or did you try to hang on so long where y'all ended up clashing? Because yeah, that definitely happens sometimes, right? So, sometimes like when we grow up, I mean, as time goes by for a lot of people, the majority of people, capitalism be kicking our ass, okay? And we have to find ways to make money, make consistent money, increase our income every single year so we can pay for more things as an adult. Sometimes adulting hits us really hard, right? And sometimes people don't evolve at the same rate. People don't evolve in the same areas at the same time. I have a friend that was pretty much getting her life together before all of my other friends. Like, she's the first one that had a car. She was the first one that had an apartment. Y'all, guess her sign. Capricorn. She just had her together just naturally. Or just before all of us. First one out of all of us with a car, first one out of all of us with an apartment, first one out of all of us that bought a house, first one out of all of us that paid off a house. Like, these Capricorns don't play. I don't know where Capricorns be getting their energy. I guess it's all Saturn or whatever. But come on now, like, Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn, but Capricorn got all that Saturnian energy. They just be on it. And my friend was like maturing, in the field of, I guess, adulting before all of us were. And no, it didn't cause any, jealousy or anything, but it just showed me how different people evolve in different areas at different times. Even though my friend matured as far as, getting her property and getting her first car and stuff like that, I could easily say that this same friend is still having problems as far as understanding her worth when dating, right? Whereas one of my other friends that didn't even get her first house yet, she had her car, but she never bought a house. She never had her own apartment, but she seemed to understand her value well enough to pick well-rounded partners, And the friend that seemed to be adulting well used to just have the most horrible taste ever. So, people just grow in different areas at different times, right? And if you have a solid group of friends, then people are going to allow each other to grow at their own pace. People are going to allow each other to make mistakes, and they're going to have their back, and they're just going to keep on supporting them no matter what, because you just love the person as a whole, not because of what they do for your ego or how they benefit you or anything. You just love them as a whole. And unfortunately, though, sometimes when you have dynamics that are not so solid and that are not so loyal, you have people that look at their close friends as competition, right? Instead of just saying to themselves, oh my gosh, my friend is really on her shit. She is really killing it out here. She's so inspiring to me. I'm just gonna ask her, to guide me a little bit, or I'm gonna ask her some questions, and I take a lot of inspiration from her, right? Instead of people having that mindset, a lot of people get jealous. A lot of people have envious feelings toward that person, and they don't know how to express it that's not in a toxic way, right? They don't know how to express their admiration for this person just because they grew up together, just because they went to the same elementary school, middle school, high school, just because they talked to the same guy before. This friend thinks that they were on the same level at some point, and as they got older, they feel inferior to this friend, right? Not realizing that they really have their own strengths as well. They have their own gifts and intrinsic qualities as well. But sometimes, when people are not happy with themselves, and when people are not showing enough gratitude and appreciation, they tend to look at other people's stuff and get jealous of what other people have. Hey Tanisha. So, yes, sometimes, people are not happy for their friends' growth. Sometimes people are not happy for their friends' achievements and their blessings and their milestones because they are too busy comparing their life to someone else's. So instead of just being happy for them and seeing their accomplishments as proof that they can achieve it as well, they see it as threatening. They see it as threatening. And that's when the projection starts oozing out. They can't even help it. They don't even know what's happening. Like, that's when you get those backhanded compliments. Like, okay, y'all look cute together, but I know someone he started doing high school, girl. Or like why was that even necessary? Or I like that outfit, but I was about to get that. I'm glad I didn't though, cause girl, like what was the reason? Okay, what was the reason? Some people just I don't know if y'all know girls like this, but I don't have girls around me like this now, but I've like known some growing up. But some girls never have anything positive to say. Some girls never have anything positive to say. It's like being mean is their whole personality. Being like that dry humor, sarcasm, that like fake hating like humor, that's like their whole personality. And some girls just really don't know how to act happy for other people. And it could stem from people not supporting them or loving on them and, pouring into them, which is understandable. But sometimes, like, okay, once you realize that you're at a point in your life where you need all the encouragement you can get, you need all the love you can get. You can't afford any more toxic friends. You can't afford any more shade throwing, innuendo throwing, you know, just people around you, And instead of telling yourself, well, we used to be this close and I've known her for so long and I know her whole family and she knows my family and I just don't feel like it's worth, cutting her off or whatever. But the more y'all are around each other, the more this person triggers you. The more this person annoys you. The more this person makes you feel like you have to walk on eggshells when you're around them because you don't know when you're going to have to be witty or clap back at them or, be quick on your feet. Who wants to be quick on their feet when they're around someone that they're supposed to be comfortable with? If I'm with my friend, I don't want to be walking on thin ice because any moment she could say something smart and I don't want her to get away with it like she did last time, so I have to think of something witty. Like, who wants to be around people like that? Who wants to be around people that are just constantly committed to misunderstanding you and committed to seeing the faults in you and not the good things about you? That are addicted to pointing out your flaws rather than complimenting you. Yes, we used to have a certain dynamic back in the day. Yeah, we used to be this close. Yeah, we used to do everything and go everywhere together. But the new reality of the situation, the new normal of the situation is I don't have the capacity to have envious or competitive people around me. And I'm accepting of that. I accept that. I accept that so much. I'm just going to fall back. I'm not going to tell you about yourself. I'm not going to try to argue with you. I'm not going to meet you at your level. go down and meet you at your level. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just going to fall back, love you from a distance, give you space and grace. So once again, the new normal is accepting things for what they are right now. Not what they was. Not what they was in 5th grade. Not what they was in the 8th grade. Not what they was in high school. Not what they was 5 years ago. Sometimes things change. Sometimes people change. And sometimes envy gets the best of people. Sometimes envy gets the best of people. And they can't even contain it. All right? So I feel like people who are just confident, you know, you could be conventionally attractive. You could be unconventionally attractive. You could even be considered conventionally unattractive, right? And I say conventionally because I know that attractiveness is completely subjective, and you know, who's to say what's what, right? But you can look like anything, and as long as you have confidence in yourself and you have the audacity to take chances, to talk to certain people, to make certain friends, to network, to start new businesses. You know, when you have the audacity and you have the confidence, that attracts a lot of projection. That attracts a lot of projection out of people. Because people are giving up on themselves every day, B. People are giving up on themselves every single day. People are giving up on their dreams every day. People are scared to take that leap every day. So sometimes when they see someone so close to them taking these chances, right, jumping off the porch and investing in these businesses and doing all these creative endeavors and carrying out these business plans, it triggers them. It triggers them. And seeing you on a different path, it makes them feel like they're being left behind. And they don't really know how to tell you that, right? So instead of just telling you that or letting you know, I want to learn some things from you, or I like how you're doing this, and even if I have to pay you, just to help me in this area, blah blah blah, like instead of coming to you humbly like a real person, a lot of people project and a lot of people hate, and they'll project their insecurities onto you. They'll project their darkness and their demons onto you. And it is not your responsibility to continue to hold that person up. It is not your responsibility to continue to lead that person to the water, or to pour into that person, or be around that person. You don't have to. If being around that certain individual is draining your energy, you don't have to be around them. And you shouldn't be around them. Being around people that drain your energy does nothing but distract you from what you really supposed to be doing. And distracting you from who you really are. When we're around people that constantly point out the flaws in us, constantly make us feel like we're not doing something right, or we're not doing something correct, or you should have did it like this, or I would have did it like that, or I can't believe you did that, I would never. People that always have a pessimistic point of view, they will make you forget who you are. They will make you forget the power that you have. They'll make you forget about your aura. You being around pessimistic, hating ass, envious ass people will start making you believe that you have to try harder, that you have to do better, that you're not good enough, right? It'll make you more trepidatious about starting new things because your confidence is already knocked before you even try. That's why it's so important to be around positive people. It is so important. It's so important spiritually. It's so important professionally. I mean, especially for entrepreneurs. Like, you know how like there's these videos or this meme or whatever going around that basically says being an entrepreneur is really a spiritual journey. And it really is, because to be an entrepreneur, you know, you literally have to balance your personal life and your work life, you know. And if you're really good, you're gonna balance your spiritual life and your social life. You know, so it's like you have to have the clarity, you have to have the capacity to run a business, right? And keep yourself alive and keep yourself happy and motivated to keep on running the business. So being an entrepreneur truly is a spiritual journey. It's a constant journey of self-improvement. It's a constant journey of discipline. It's a constant journey of taking L's after L's after L's and using those L's and transmuting that energy into something positive. You know, it's believing yourself when you're not making money from your business for months. It's still believing in your vision after every time you explain your business ideas to someone, no one gets it. It's still believing in yourself after you done posted 15 reels about your business and you only got one sale. You know, it takes heart. It takes heart to really go down your path, you know, that narrow path. And we cannot afford to have envious, negative, pessimistic people around us. We just can't afford it. We just can't afford it. I don't have the space for it. I don't have the capacity to hold any more haters. I just ain't got it. I ain't got it no more. I ain't got it. I am dry. Y'all suck me dry. You know? So, you know, me being like me, you know, some people like when some people have to make certain decisions, like cutting off their finger to save their hand. You know, some people are able to do that easier than others, right? So for like a real life example, I am someone that when I was younger, I was very, very shy. I was very shy. And I knew that I was talented in certain ways because I always knew that I can draw. I was always like aware of that. And I always knew that I had just personality. Because even when I was younger, like when we were having a play and, you know, we were auditioning for roles, like I will always end up with like a role, or I will always end up with like a solo what's it called, like acting role, because I was just so dramatic when I did my roles or my little, you know, 2 lines or whatever. So I knew I had something, right? But because I was just so shy socially, that, you know, I kind of took a hit. Because when you're in school, when you're in elementary school around children, the most honest, meanest type of human being, when you're around other kids in school, people tend to gravitate toward extroverted people because, you know, if you are confident enough to talk and make friends, then you can network easier and you can politic easier and make more friends and maneuver easier. But because I was so shy, I always felt ostracized, right? And I don't even think that anything could have prevented me from being shy growing up. I was just a shy person. Like I was a shy person all the way through high school. You know, I was never not shy. Um, if I had a friend in class, it was probably only because that person came up to me first and was just interested in me, or they just sat beside me or something. But I wasn't really like a social butterfly, right? So, you know, once again, like being in school and being a shy person, an introverted person, it made me feel like people didn't want to be around me, or that I didn't have what it took to make friends or be a likable person. So even though I didn't realize what my real issue was, I didn't realize that it wasn't because I wasn't likable. I was just shy. And other people are probably very shy too. So they're more gravitating towards the extroverted people, you know, so they can feel comfortable. But two shy motherfuckers ain't finna sit next to each other in class. Like they both shy, you know? So yeah, so I felt ostracized and I felt alone, and I felt like, you know, making friends was always a very touchy subject to me. On the first day of school, when we got our lunch and it was time to sit anywhere in the lunchroom, that was a very high anxiety moment for me every single year of my life. That was a very high anxiety moment for me. That's why, like, you know, have you been to school on the first day of school, and before y'all go to lunch for the first time, like girls are trying to figure out who they sitting with at lunch, like ASAP, like before y'all even go to lunch, because they don't want to look like, you know, no one wants them to sit with them, or they don't want to look alone, or they don't want to be embarrassed. Like I was so shy, and I was just so like not connected in that way, or you know, that I wasn't even trying to strategize. Like I would just be like, we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. I'll just get my lunch and we'll just see. I'll just look around, I'll just see, you know? So yeah, I was really, really shy. And I didn't make friends easy. And that caused me to be kind of like a people pleaser, right? So when I would be in contact with people, or you know, when people be talking to me, you know, I'll be like, you know, extra nice to them, because that's just how I am, like just really nice. But once I had friends that I admired, you know, I would really try to be a good friend to them. And I just, you know, I cherished the dynamics, and I cherished the small amount of friends that I did have. So that really got me into this people pleasing mentality. Okay. And this people pleasing mentality is really still going on low key. I'm 32 right now, and I still find myself like doing the most. I still find myself doing the most. And, you know, honestly, I feel like the origin is not because I want to keep people in my life, or I'm desperate to keep people in my life, but more so because I always feel so blessed, and I always feel so confident and content with myself. It's like I always have enough, at least a little bit, for someone else. It's like my cup is like always overflowing, you know? Someone would really be having to do the most for me to just cut them off. Like, you would have to be doing the most for me to cut you off. Like, I have an overflowing cup for a pretty long time before it dries up. So so that people pleasing mentality that followed me through friendship dynamics, that followed me through relationship dynamics. And instead of seeing people and accepting people for what they were showing me, and who they were showing me they were, I always tried to salvage their relationship. I always tried to give more to please that person, or to keep their relationship alive. And that definitely, you know, put me in situations where my self-respect was tested. And it's like, are you gonna keep letting this person disrespect you and still be a friend? Like, you gonna let this guy, you know, talk down on you, and you still gonna do stuff for him? Or you're gonna let these girls talk about you behind your back, and you're still gonna do their hair for free, and you're still gonna give them your wigs, and like you're still doing this for people that don't respect you, you know? So I really like, throughout my life, I really had a hard time accepting things for what they were, right? And The thing about it is, like, the new normal concept, yes, it is referring to you accepting dynamics and energies and relationships for what they are now and not what they used to be. But it's also you accepting yourself now, and you're having more respect for yourself now, and you respect your feelings more now than ever before. So, before, if you were allowing disrespect, now you don't. And that's your new normal. If before you were kind of like a pushover and you kind of, was a yes man to everyone on the planet, now you're accepting the fact that you are saving your energy for yourself and you put yourself first. And that's your new normal, right? So it may not be that person has changed. It may be you have changed. You changed. You started loving yourself more. You started respecting yourself more. You started putting yourself first. You started loving yourself more. And that's your new normal. And you're not going to fold on that. Period. Right? So, yeah, it can come in the form of your mindset changing as well. And you standing 10 toes on that. So, yes, as we go into 2025, I want to remind you guys that you can start any day. You can start chasing your dreams. You can start walking in your passion and in your purpose every day. Every day is a brand new opportunity. Every day is an opportunity for you to develop new habits, learn new things, try new practices, and really begin to lay down every brick at a time, building your new future. Every single year we say, I'm going to get my shit together next year. Every single year we say, this year kicked my ass. I thought I was going to win this year. I just got broken down some more. This year won shit. Sometimes, like every single year, every time like December comes around, we feel beat up, honey. But I want to remind you that every single day we have a new opportunity. And sometimes the main problem with a lot of us be just we're overstimulated, right? Being on our phones causes overstimulation. Watching TV all day, overstimulation. Being around people and really trying our social media, right? That will cause us to feel overstimulated. Smoking weed, drinking alcohol, things like those uppers cause you to be overstimulated. And you don't give your mind time and space to just be, right? And create new ideas and just make new space for new manifestations. It's like you're always like just focused on being high or watching TV or watching what's on your phone or whatever. So, going into 2025, we have to let go of a few things. We have to sacrifice a few things, right? We've already sacrificed certain friends. We already sacrificed certain relationships with family, in the name of our peace. We've already sacrificed a job or two that wasn't making us feel fulfilled. Now it's time to look deeper within ourselves and sacrifice certain habits, right? How are we going to go into 2025 with room and the capacity to try new things and grow and finally walk in our purpose? So right now I am, on, and I announced it today, but I want everyone to join me. We are doing the habit swap challenge for the entire month of December. Okay, so with the habit swap challenge, you are swapping one bad habit for one good habit. Okay, so for example, um, if you drink alcohol and you really want to stop because it just makes you feel fatigued, it's making you gain weight, you break out, you're tired of feeling hungover and stuff like that. If you want to swap that one bad habit for one good habit, then for the entire month of December, instead of drinking alcohol, then you'll only drink water, fresh pressed fruit juice from the farmer's market, coconut water, tea, right? Um, so yeah, you're just basically, just swapping one bad habit for the opposite, the light version, uh, the light side of that habit. All right. The comeback season. Hey, Shannon! Thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here. I'm nervous now. But yeah, so for the entire month of December, we're swapping it, we're sacrificing, swapping one bad habit for one good habit. For me in particular, one really, really bad habit that I have, which is such a guilty pleasure, but it's more guilty though than anything, is buying Uber Eats, buying Instacart. I am really bad when it comes to that, and I want to swap that bad habit to cooking at home and going shopping and getting exactly what I need for the week and saving money and just eating better, He said, yo, don't get nervous now. I really am. Why are you here? You're supposed to be somewhere. You're supposed to be somewhere else. Why are you on YouTube? You're supposed to be doing crypto or something. You're supposed to be doing stocks. Why are you here? Y'all, my friend is in this live and he is killing the stocks and crypto game. And I told him if he ever hosts any classes or whatever, or mastermind groups or whatever, I'm willing to join. Okay, preparing for my channel next year. Okay, good. Yes, I'm so happy. Yes. I did a live yesterday talking about, growing your YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I'm very, very glad because yes, that'll be so helpful to not only me but everyone. Cause I really do like back in the day I was joining this crypto group, and I was only there for like a month, and because I couldn't really catch on, and there was like no real teaching going on. It was just like a 24/7 group chat. I didn't know what was going on. So it's like I was like dedicated for like a week, and then when I wasn't coming across like, I don't know, I guess any like information or any coaching that I felt like I needed, I just gave up. I was like, I can't do this. This is just too advanced for me. But I still want to though. And my dad told me he wants me to learn. So, and he keeps telling me that like every year. So I know I have to get on it. But yes, you guys. So once again, we are accepting the new normal. Okay. The people that we used to hang out with back in the day, our family members that we used to be close with back in the day, sometimes, it just doesn't pan out like that as time goes by. Sometimes things just change as time goes by, and instead of trying to hang on to certain relationships, and instead of trying to salvage relationships and continuing to feel guilty for that person, so you do more and more to try to like salvage the relationship, that could oddly, right, ironically build resentment in the other person. You know, have you ever heard the theory like the more you do the more you do for someone, the more they resent you? It's crazy, but that stuff really does happen. So, you know, when you notice that someone is on their own path and you and this person are not getting along, you know, y'all are having more disagreements than normally, or, you know, the normal, and like the chemistry is just not there, you know, instead of trying to hold on to the relationship, you know, you're causing resistance by doing that, and you're causing tension by doing that. Let it go. Let it go. Fall back, you know, accept that person for their good qualities, and, you know, be around that person when it's beneficial for the both of you. Interact with that person when it's beneficial for the both of you, and just leave it at that, you know, and accept the reality of the situation, right? Accept the new normal of the situation, so you don't cause any more tension or add more fuel to the fire, right? So as we grow, as we get older, the older we get, the more mature we get, the more we accept people for exactly who they are. All of their qualities, all of their personality traits, their character, you know, we accept people for who they are in totality. And some of their personality traits may not align with our personality traits. Some of their ideologies may not align with our ideologies, right? And that's fine. That's fine. You know, someone can't be everything for you. You know, like when we're younger and, you know, before we know ourselves, when we're just like mini little soldiers in the public school system, you know, we can get along with people a lot easier because we don't really know ourselves yet. We don't really know, we don't have any real distinct interests or personality traits, you know. But as we get older, we graduate college, we, you know, we're in adulthood, you know, you people do venture off and break off into groups of people that align with their individual ideologies and their interests. And sometimes when someone that you grew up with doesn't really align with you anymore, you have to accept that, and you have to acknowledge when the break is happening and when the separation is happening. Because when you try to force y'all to get along and you try to force y'all to spend time together, y'all just gonna bump heads. Y'all gonna bump heads. And when you have people around you that are struggling to get their life together, and they're struggling to love themselves, and they're struggling to, you know, accept themselves and be grateful for who they are and the strong qualities that they do have, you know, when you have people that are just struggling with their self-esteem, it comes out in negative projection. And I don't know about y'all, but ain't nothing worse than being around a bitter mother. Ain't nothing worse than being around a bitter mother that love to be around you. It's not even a clear enemy. It's like a frenemy. A friend that be around you, that loves to be around you, that loves to benefit from knowing you and benefit from being around you, but they just can't encourage you. They can't compliment you. They can't patronize you. They can't say something positive about you. It's like they're just there with a negative, dark cloud ass. So, yeah, accept what it is. It is what it is. We are not what we used to be. We are not what we thought what I thought we were going to be at this age. You know, I thought we were probably going to be making money together. I thought we were probably going to be close, you know, closer than what we are. And we're not. And you know what? That's actually okay. That's actually okay. Like, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Um, One thing that I can say about myself is me trying to force friendships to work and forced relationships to work was really my biggest downfall. It was really my biggest downfall. And like I said before, the more I felt like our dynamic was dying or changing for the worse, I would get this like nervous twitch and I would try to do more for that person or like pour into the relationship more just to save it. And it only literally, quite literally, made that person resent me even more and gave our dynamic even weirder vibes. And it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. So, you know, um, I feel like one of the most difficult dynamics to accept um, is when you're in a romantic relationship and you and that person started one way and it is 3 months later or 6 months later, 12 months later, and the dynamic is so different now. It's like, did I get tricked into this relationship? The dynamic is so different that you don't even know if this is really what you signed up for, right? And sometimes a lot of us don't even accept what it really is and accept the actual factuals of the situation and the truth of the situation until we are just completely used, abused, and burnt out. And by the time we fall back from that person, we already hate them. It's too late. We already done argue with that person a million times. We done threw low blows at each other. We done tore up each other's stuff. It's already too late to even come back from. That's why it's like accepting the new normal earlier is better. The earlier you can accept this person for who they are and be able to make a very objective decision about if this person is right for you or this person should be in your life or not, you can actually salvage certain relationships, right? Even though I'll never take anything back and I don't regret anything because everything I've ever been through taught me and built me up into the woman I am today and helped my spirit strengthen, help my discernment strengthen, and become more sharp. I can't help but think back at certain situations and think to myself, what if I just walked away from this relationship a lot earlier? Me and this person probably wouldn't hate each other right now. What if I just accepted what I seen in the very beginning and I accepted that as truth? Right? Even though, no, that wasn't the person that I met on our first date or, on the first few dates and they are completely different to me or, sides of them are showing that I don't really like or agree with, what if I fell back in the name of love and in the name of respect the first time or the second time or even the fifth time? We probably wouldn't hate each other's guts today, you know? So, it just comes with discernment. It really does. I mean, discernment comes with experience. So you don't just gain discernment, no one is just handed discernment. You really have to go through some things and you really have to suffer sometimes and you have to go through pain to build your discernment up. And, you may have held on to a relationship for way too long until it just got completely shriveled up and just disintegrated. The whole bridge is burned, like y'all just can't stand each other. Once you have a few situations like that, then you could easily, in the future, you can spot situations a little bit easier and you can accept situations for what they are a lot earlier, and you're not afraid to lose people, or you're not you don't have a limited perspective, like, oh, if I cut this friend off, I may not get another friend like this, or I may not meet someone else like this, or if I don't stay with this person, I'm never going to find someone else like this, or someone that treated me like this or makes me feel this way. Like, we always fall into those codependent, just delusional type mindsets. But yeah, as you gain more experience, your discernment gets a lot more sharper, and you begin to make those decisions for yourself a lot earlier, and you avoid fights. You avoid irresputable conflicts and things that can't be, or irreparable, differences and stuff like that. Like, you avoid getting even to that point, right? So yes, you guys, your network, your company, your social currency, it is so important. It is so important. It can literally make you or break you. The people around you can uplift you. They can make you feel like a superstar. They can make you feel totally capable. They can make you feel like you're the perfect person for your passion and the perfect person to walk in your purpose. They can make you feel confident in yourself. They can make you feel like you are right where you need to be. And then on the other hand, you have people around you that always make you feel inadequate. Always make you feel like you're not good enough. Always make you feel like what you're doing is not enough, or you're not doing enough for them. You're not doing enough to please them. You're not opening yourself up enough. You're not giving them enough access. These people have these projections oozing out of them. Don't even realize what's going on. They hating on you. They throwing shots. They throwing shade. They talking about you behind your back. Meanwhile, these people are addicted to being around you. People like that will make you feel like you're trapped. Like, you have to cater to your loyalty to these people, or like you have to keep giving to these people. They'll make your perspective so tiny. Like, you're only here on this earth to please your hometown and your hometown friends. Like, you can't be anything more, or you can't be anything bigger, or everything you do was just not good enough, or it's not right, or it's not correct, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll just slow you down. It'll slowly chip at your self-confidence, and it will slow you down. So, 2025, we are swapping bad energy for good energy. We're swapping liabilities for assets. We're swapping bad company for good company. And we're doing it all in the name of self-love and self-respect. Okay. Lady Gaga is a fan of the Doll Squad show Road to 100. I'm sorry. What kind of name did I say that right? Hey, oh my God. Hey, Pookie. I love the pink high ponytail video. Thank you. I think I recorded that video in 2018. I think that was 2018 or 2017 or 18. But yes, that's one of my highest viewed videos on YouTube of all time. I think it's at like, what, 3 million views or something like that. Yes, honey. They was loving the ponytails. But yes, you guys, if you have any stories, if you have any comments or stories relating to the topic, go ahead and drop them in the comments, okay? I first watched you during COVID. Really? You know what? I actually was going dumb during COVID. I was going dumb with the hair tutorials. So yeah, I probably was uh uploading a lot during COVID. But yes, I appreciate you so much. So much. But yes, once again, for the new people in the chat, we have Hermosa. Thank you so much, Hermosa. Hold on, are these gifts in here? Oh, they put a few gifts in here. But I'm gonna be putting this unit on myself in a few days. This is the first time I'm gonna be trying these curly edges. Y'all know I like my little swoop, so this is gonna be really different for me. Hope I like it. So this is only a 22-inch, by the way. It looks like a 24 to me. I don't know. You know, sometimes people be skimping on the inches, but this company is clearly not skimping on nothing. So thank you so much, Hermosa. If y'all don't have your pink hot combs from GalaxyGirlHair.com, make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. Okay. And if you did not see the challenge on my community page, for the entire month of December, we are doing the habit swap challenge. And that is us swapping a bad habit for a good habit, right? So once again, for me, instead of ordering out, Uber Eats, Instacart, which is one of my worst financial bad habits and health bad habits, I want to swap that for going grocery shopping once or twice a week, getting off my behind and going to the store, getting my own groceries for the next couple of days, buying exactly what I need, planning out my meal so I'm not overbuying food, and just eating at home, right? All right, so Lady Gaga says, I do Barbie braids on my channel. Oh, Barbie braids. And it grew my channel to 724 subscribers and only, in over 305,000 video views combined. Barbie braids. What are Barbie braids? Is that like just extra long braids? I have to see that. I want to see that. Okay, congratulations. Yes. You know, for some reason, like, I be wanting to do braids, but I can only do them on myself. I feel like I won't even have the patience or the anything to do them on other people. So yeah, I want to see what Barbie braids are. How do you describe those? All right. So also, guys, remember on January 1st, I am launching my community group, Feminine Beast Mode. And with that group, you will get hours of free coaching, all of my digital courses, unlimited access to all of them. I have 75, 80-page courses on there. I have, number one, a course for hairstylists. I have a course for creating strategic content that funnels to a product. I have a course on starting your own product line. I have a course on growing your YouTube channel. And I have a course on creating digital products, such as digital courses and ebooks. So we have the courses in the community. We have ebooks in the community to also help you on your entrepreneurial journey. We have tutorials showing you guys how to edit your reels. And y'all are going to absolutely love and adore this group and take so much value from it. So remember, January 1st, we are launching the community. with all the courses and all the ebooks and all the information. I'm also going to be going live only within the community group every single Wednesday to discuss certain business strategies. And we're going to be doing our own, personal challenges so we can grow our brands. All right. So of course I'm going to be talking about mindset and stuff like that, but I'm really going to get into these strategies. We're really going to get into the plans, like the real plans that will help us experience quantifiable growth with our online brands. In 2025, we are going digital. Okay, for all my influencers and entrepreneurs in the beauty industry who offer services, whether you do nails, you do makeup, you do hair, you do lashes, you do brows, it doesn't matter what you do in the beauty industry. If you have a service-based business, you can take your business digital and learn how to scale what you do, right? So scaling is increasing the profits of your business, increasing the functions of your business while not simultaneously increasing the cost of doing business or the amount of jobs that you have to do. So it's creating systems that allow your business to be seen by a larger audience and you don't have to actually do more, right? So it's only one of you. You can only service one client at a time. You can only, just be in one place at one time. But when you learn how to go digital and you learn how to build these digital assets and you learn about scaling, then you can take your knowledge, you can take your wisdom, productize it in a digital product, sell it online, and promote it to a mass scale, right? To a larger scale. So, yes, we are going digital. 2025, we are scaling, we are creating multiple streams of income for our business, especially through YouTube, all right? Lady Gaga says, have you done cornrow crochets before? Yes, I have. I have. Not a lot though. I think I've done maybe 3 crochet clients my entire life. Yeah. But yes, you guys. So text EasyBreezie to 31996. All right. EASY. Some people spell my name with a Z. EASYBREEZIE. Text EasyBreezie to 31996 so I can notify you guys when I go live, and I can send you the direct link when the community goes live. All right. Yes, I am. I have to do a client soon, and she's probably gonna pull up in 5 minutes. So I gotta get up off here really soon. But if you have any questions, let me know. I can answer anything real quick. But yes, text EasyBreezie to 31996. The Feminine Beast Mode community is all about discipline. It's all about planning. It's all about taking our visions of our business, taking our visions of our creative endeavors, and organizing them into a plan of action. Beast mode is a feeling. Beast mode is an energy. Beast mode is a movement, right? When you're focused on your career endeavors, when you're focused on your goals and you're not looking left or right, you're looking straight forward. You are working every single day. You're taking one step every single day towards your goals. You're taking one step forward every single day persistently. You're staying consistent. You're getting weekly coaching from me. You have a community where you can insert your questions, talk to other people in the group as well, other like-minded people who are, trying to grow in the same ways you are. Beast mode is tenacity. Beast mode is resilience. Beast mode is uh beast mode is consistency. persistency, right? And 2025, we are having that energy all year. Okay? All year. We are growing these businesses. We are having successful YouTube channels. We are learning how to funnel our audiences to our products. We're starting our product lines. For all my girls that want to get into teaching and adding value um, to their other counterparts in their industry, we're learning how to build, develop, and promote digital products. Okay, digital courses, ebooks, lists, resource lists and things like that. So yes, you guys, I am so excited. I am so excited. I've been working on these courses all year, you guys, and it wasn't even the start. Like, I didn't even start working on my courses this year. I started like 2 years ago, but I just kept on making courses and refining them and scrapping them and making them over again because I really wanted these courses to really like help on a micro level. The courses are long. They're like 65 to 85 pages long. The shortest course I have, I think it's the hairstylist course, the hairstylist beginners level up guide. That course has like 65 pages. It's still hella long, but all the information is separated into digestible chunks of information. I have graphs, I have screenshots, there are illustrations. After every single chapter, I have homework assignments so y'all can stay on track and actually be making small achievements before you even finish the course, right? One thing about me is I know what type of learner I am. I know that I'm not just gonna, you can't just hand me a book full of information and I can just be successful. Like, I need to know, okay, so after this chapter or after this one little paragraph, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Like, what exactly do I do? What are the exact steps, So yes, I broke down all of my courses into chapters. After every chapter, I have individual homework assignments. And yeah, you're gonna not only have the knowledge, but you're actually gonna have made quantifiable growth by the time you even finish the course. And you can take your time on the courses. There's no rush. The community is a subscription based community, but I mean, really, like, for $17 a week, y'all, that is a steal. Okay, I spent $17 like at McDonald's yesterday. Okay, I know a lot of y'all spend $17 at McDonald's. Okay, so $17 a week for unlimited courses, unlimited ebooks, and all of just basically my whole brain is gonna be inside the community. So you're gonna have unlimited access to everything, and as well as the weekly lives and unlimited Q&As. All right. So once again, text EasyBreezie to 31996. If I go live tomorrow, I'm gonna let y'all know. Also, I can't wait for January 1st for Feminine Beast Mode to launch. We going up. We going up. And $1 million will never have looked so clear to you guys. Okay? We're gonna plan it and we're going beast mode. All right? So thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. Remember, if things are not the same, if things don't feel the same, if they don't sound the same, and if it ain't giving what it used to give, then accept things for what they are now. Accept the new normal, not what it used to be, not what it could have been, and not what it should have been. The only thing that you can change is yourself. The only energy that you can manipulate is yourself. As far as manipulating other people's actions or trying to help people or change people, the only way to do that is to inspire them. So that goes right back to you again. You can only change yourself. You can only lead by example. And if people around you are acting weird, or they're not treating you the same way they used to, or your dynamic with someone is just not the same and you don't feel totally comfortable, telling them your business anymore, and you don't feel like your best self around them, and you kind of feel like y'all have a more frenemy dynamic than a friendship dynamic, then accept it for what it is and not what you want it to be. Accept it for what it is now and not what it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Accept the new normal, and the quicker you accept the new normal, the quicker it is you can align with people that align with you and that agree with you. The quicker you can align with other potential romantic partners that align and agree with you. All right. And even if, people are not necessarily changing on you, let's say you're changing. And what you used to allow before, you just simply don't allow in your life anymore. You could be the new normal in your life. You could be the one that finally has the utmost respect for yourself. You could be the one who has more confidence in yourself than you ever did before. You could be the one that now has higher standards for yourself when it comes to the people that you have around you. And you've set up new boundaries for yourself. So let's say, the people around you didn't change a bit. You're the one that's changing. You are the new normal, right? Accept your new normal and stand on 10 toes about your new normal. And don't give yourself any less. Don't give yourself any less. Don't settle for less. Don't be around people that lower your frequency. Don't be around people that trigger you. Don't be around people that love to hate on you. Don't be around people that love to soak up your energy and love to benefit from you, but they can't find it in their day to support you or compliment you or repost your stuff or do anything to contribute to you. All right. So once again, I will see y'all in the next live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later. And once again, thank you so much, CJ, for the super chats. Thank you everyone for engaging and commenting, and I'll see y'all next time.